Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Random Vlogging. So today I have a lot of things to talk about, and I'm going to try and talk about a lot of them really quick. First things first, I have been accepted to college. I am going for my Bachelor of Science in Marketing Management, which involves management of marketing, and it's a cool degree, and I really enjoy the little bit of marketing that I understand. I really enjoy, so I'm hoping it's going to be a really awesome career field for me to move into. So yeah, really excited about that. What else? Oh, International Tabletop Day was super awesome. The live stream D&D game we played is the most watched video on the All Freak Alliance. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the doobly doo below, and you can see it. It was really awesome, and we had a lot of fun. And thank you, Don Diego and Elias and Ben the Bear and Waving People and Anthony. So yeah, really awesome. So now I've gotten, I think, most of the stuff that y'all would want to actually know. I am going to talk about someone else is really cool. So Kiri Callahan, if you don't know who she is, you obviously haven't been watching my channel much because I did my Friday feature focus on her last week, I think, and it's really cool. She she retweeted it, and it's the most popular Friday feature focus I have because, yeah, she has a lot more fans than I do, and she's really awesome, and she said she liked it. She said I made her red, so I'm hoping that's red as in blushing and not red as in I hate you. I'm really upset. She didn't really explain. But I'm going to go with the whole blushing because she seemed happy. So, yeah, it was really cool. And she posted a video today on her personal channel about the word love, which I have my own personal beliefs on, and I'm going to try and convey those beliefs to you in a succinct video that doesn't take 4.5 hours. No idea if this is going to work or not, but if you haven't seen her video, again, doobly-doo. Everything's in the doobly-doo. Just doobly-doo it up. Just doobly-doo her. Wow, that really didn't sound good. But anyway, so link to it in the doobly-doo. What it is she basically makes the point that the word love is it's a term that can mean a lot of different things, which is 100% true. And she complains about the fact that we have this one word that you can use in certain situations and you can't use in other situations. And for the most part, she's right. And I've seen it happen in my own life, and I've seen it happen in other people's lives where, you know, if you've got a really close friend and you say, hey, I love you, that means something completely different to if you're dating someone and you say I love you, which means something completely different to if you tell your folks, hey, I love you, which means something completely different to if you tell an internet celebrity like, hey, Kiri Callahan, I love you. That is literally the same 3 words a bunch of different times that mean totally different things. And that was kind of what she was, I guess, ranting about, is the fact that we don't have the correct verbiage to use her words. We don't have the correct verbiage to be able to explain exactly how you love someone. And she explains it so much better than I do. So just go watch her video and then come back. Like I'll just kind of chill and I'll drink my milk. So go and just go watch it. I'll be right here. Just go watch it. I'm going to assume that most of you paused the video because I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes drinking my milk while you go and watch your video, because that would be boring, especially for the people that don't watch it. So let's pretend you watched it. My personal belief on that subject is a little bit different, mostly because how can I say this that doesn't make me sound like really creepy? I believe the love that you would express by saying to a friend, I love you, and to, you know, a significant other that I love you, is part of the same thing. And I watched Kiri's video once. Wasn't enough to completely dissect everything that she's saying. So we might have very, very similar beliefs on this, but I think I feel slightly different than she does. So to give you an example that I won't use any names, but there is a specific person in my life to whom I have expressed romantic interest in, and they have not reciprocated, which is fine. We are still very, very close. We still talk to each other on a very regular basis. We're very, very good friends. But I've told this specific person, I love you. And I know that my romantic interest in them is not reciprocated, and I'm fine with that. I understand that it sometimes happens. But my expression of love hasn't changed simply because I wanted to pursue a romantic relationship and they didn't. And when I say I love you to this person, it doesn't mean something different. Like Kiri actually makes a point of saying that, you know, if you say I love you to someone that's just a friend and then you start dating a friend, you can't say I love you to them anymore. I don't. I think the way I love people is different for every single person I know. You know, the love that I feel for my mother is different than the love that I feel for my brother, than the love I feel for this other person, than the love I feel for the rest of my friends that I don't have romantic interests in. It's a lot different, but it's still love. And just because this same word can express different feelings. To me, it's kind of like the same thing as saying that, you know, I like pizza and I like music. I like them both. I like them both in very, very different ways. I like to ingest and eat pizza. I like to listen to music and I like to create music. But I still use the same word like, and no one will argue that using the word like for music and the word like for pizza is this huge deal. But as soon as we start talking about the word love, we start creating all these barriers. It's like, well, I love this person in this way, and you feel like you have to define it somehow because of how strong an emotion it is. And I don't think that really needs to be true. I can tell someone I love them and just leave it at that. I love you. Well, what do you mean by that? It's just, do you want to date me? Do you want to... I love you. End of story. It doesn't need to be read into. It doesn't need, you know, to be analyzed or dissected or anything like that. I love you. Love at its most basic, most simple premise is the idea that you care more about someone else than you do about yourself. At its very fundamental core, that to me is what love is. How you express that is completely different. And if we're going to talk about how I'm going to express it, then let's talk about how I'm going to express it. I love you. Will you marry me? That would be very different to I love you. Would you move in with me? I need someone to share the rent with. You know, very, very different. They may end the same way where it's two people living together, but those will be very different circumstances. So, yeah, I think, Kiri, in response to your amazingly well done video, I think the issue we have with the word love and the fact that we're so terrified to use it in certain situations and it means so many different things is not that the feelings themselves has changed, it's the way you act on them has changed. And we're so terrified of someone thinking that we want to act a certain way on those feelings, when in reality we want to act on another one, that we've turned love into this dangerous, powerful word. Love is love. Love is an amazing thing. Love is many a splendid thing. Love lifts us up. All you need is love. All you need is love. Yes, that's right. I just quoted Moulin Rouge because it's amazing, and I bet you guys didn't know that Ewan McGregor has perfect pitch, which is really cool. So that's kind of my response to it. I will say I love you to a lot of people, and I will mean it 100%. And when they react weirdly to it, I don't. If someone says they love me, that's absolutely fantastic. It's how we act on those feelings that will change how a relationship works. And I think if we really want to be able to use this word, that's the distinction that we have to make, is the idea that love is well, technically love is a verb, and it's an action that describes what we do because of an emotion. And so the fact that I say I love you to this specific someone, I think, to be perfectly honest, we've never actually spoken about what I mean when I say that. I just say it and they know that it's true. And then we talk about other things. I think we both have gotten to the understanding that that person knows what I mean, and I know what I mean. And then we talk about the actions I'm going to take because of that. So, yeah, love is interesting, but I don't think it's something that I don't think we need to put the emphasis on the act of saying I love you so much. I don't think I love you should mean different things depending on who you say it to. I think I love you should mean that I love you, but the actions you take because of it should be different for literally every single person you meet for the rest of your life. Because every person is different, and every relationship that you have with every single person is going to be different than every other relationship that you've ever had. And that's fantastic. That's the greatest thing about being a human being ever, is the fact that no two human beings are exactly the same. And I can go up to someone and say I love you and mean something completely different than to another person that I go up and say I love you. And I can go up to an absolute random stranger and say I love you and actually mean it. And I'm not saying that I do that a lot, but it's theoretically possible, because you can meet someone and actually have a feeling of, I care more in this specific situation, I care more about their well-being than I do about mine. And that's what love is to me, is doing something for someone else because it will make them feel better and has nothing to do with making you feel better. So that's all for me today. I'm sorry this one went a little bit long, but I think this is a really interesting topic. Kiri, if you're watching this, first of all, thanks for watching my video. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I hope this kind of gives you, not really a rebuttal, but gives you another idea to think about in the realm of love. And Kiri, I love you. Man, I just totally wiped out on my keyboard tray there. Kiri. Kiri, I love you. I think you're an amazing, wonderful person, and one day I would love to meet you. However, I don't see that happening anytime soon because we live on very, very, very far away. So unless you're ever in the Midwest, that probably won't happen. But so again, that's all for me today. I will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Random Vlogging. Bye-bye.